Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got ourselves a small little haul. Yesterday, Saturday, June 14th, I was able to go to a comic book shop that I haven't been to before. First time I've been to a comic book shop that wasn't my regular LCS in a while. I've only just been to my LCS to pick up new comics on Wednesdays. But yesterday I was able to head over to Duncanville bookstore, which is in Duncanville, Texas, an area that's just south of Dallas. And I'm pretty far up north, so it was quite the trek for me. We were actually just going somewhere else and decided to pop into Duncanville bookstore. I have seen them a lot at conventions. They always have several tables worth of back issues that they're displaying. And sometimes I pick up a couple things while I'm there at the convention. But this last time at the Fan Expo in Dallas, I wasn't able to pick up a lot of back issues. I just wasn't really in the mood for looking at back issue comics. But for whatever reason, I just decided to pop in yesterday and I picked up a couple things. After that, I also went to Half Price Books in Dallas. So just a small little haul I want to show you guys today. Let's take a look. So looking at some of these comics here, several of these are ones that I've kind of slowed down on picking up. I'm not sure what the reason for that is. I'm not sure if it's just because they're starting to come out more Omnibus now, and I'm just kind of moving away from single issues for a lot of titles. But I don't know, whenever I see these, I just decide to just grab a bunch, and I just can't help myself to grab some. But I have been kind of looking for better deals. These weren't so great, but I'll show you what they are. So first of all, I got Superman 408. So this is pre-crisis. And I just thought the cover was interesting. Nuclear blast went off and everyone died except for Superman, which is pretty interesting. I don't know, this was $2. All these four here were just $2 each, which is kind of high. I probably would pay no more than $1 for each of these, but I just wanted to pick up a couple things while I was there. And I don't know, this one just really interests me. It looks super interesting and fun. I was trying to find what caused it or whatever, but I don't know, just old school Superman fun. I might read this one pretty soon. It's just really funny, and I don't know, there's like a picture of this girl's face melting off. She's changing, so I'm not sure, is he on a different planet, or did she melt from the nuclear blast? I have no idea. But yeah, Superman 408. Next up, I got a couple that are in the John Byrne era. I got Superman number 7. This one's from volume 2. This one is collected in the Man of Steel series, I think. So I already have some of those books except for volume 4, which is super expensive right now. But you'll see in my next pile of comics from Half Price Books, got a couple other Superman issues, and that I'm just trying to find them for real cheap, but I'm really not trying to, I don't know, the fact that they're starting to come out with the Triangle Era Omnibus, I'm like, do I really need all this Triangle Era comics, and should I even pay $2 for them or more? If I find them for $1 or less, I might grab them. If it's one I just haven't seen too much out in the wild, I might grab it. But I don't know, I've just been slowing down on picking up older Superman and Batman stuff. Alright, also got Superman number 10. Same era here. Also kind of another one where Superman's at fault. He destroyed the entire city. I don't know if that kind of actually happens in the comic. I haven't read this one. And it was interesting to see that Lex Luthor as well. So next up, I got Batman 444. This one's Wolfman era. And I think I just got this one because I have most of the issues surrounding it. They had tons of Batman issues, Superman issues. They had, bunch of comics. They had like basically multiple different sections there. They had $2 comics, they had $5 comics, they had 25% off sticker price, 50% off sticker price, and a bunch of like higher dollar ones as well. So it's a very big store. I looked through like the whole store and also looking at figures and the trade paperbacks. They had so much stuff there, but I feel like they probably have better deals at the conventions, because I vaguely remember seeing dollar bins at the conventions from them, but I didn't see any dollar bins there, so they might do better deals at the conventions itself, or maybe just on Sundays, I don't know. But yeah, I just picked this one up. Figure to just kind of fill in that mini run that I have, $4.44 for $2. Not too bad. Next up, I also got Firepower number 6. And this one, I think I only have like this and then like maybe 1 or 2 other issues in this whole run. Like last year or the year before, I was able to find like most of the Firepower issues for like less than $1 each. I think it was at McKay's in Nashville. Just found pretty much almost the entire run for real cheap. So I've just been picking up couple here or there that I'm missing. So I got Firepower number 6, and I've read a little bit of this already so far, so just glad to be able to fill in this run. Next up, I got Supergirl number 1, and this one is the New 52 era. I think they're coming out with an Omnibus for this that I'm planning to pick up, but I just wanted to get this one for like my display, and maybe I will, pick up these, like pick up a short run, or maybe I end up picking up all of them, I don't know. But I haven't really been collecting New 52 stuff, to be honest. I've just been kind of like leaving it. They're just everywhere, they're cheap, abundant, not really too worried about them. If I decide I want to start collecting them at some point, they're going to be there at like any comic book shop basically that has back issues, half-price books, McKay's, used bookstores and stuff like that. But yeah, Supergirl number 1. I think they're using the same cover for the Omnibus as well, so I think that's pretty cool. Have a little display with a bunch of single issues that I'm starting to build up. I think it looks really cool, just putting up stuff that I've gotten signed, putting up issues that I really like, covers that I really like. So I think this one's going to go on there. And this one was only $5. It says $10 on there, but it was like half off. So I think that's not bad for this issue. It looks like it's in pretty good condition as well. First printing. Doesn't seem to be any spine ticks. Overall, pretty good condition. Came with a good bag, so really satisfied with that. And then also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 7. So we obviously already read this one. Read a lot of the first 7 or 8 books already of Ninja Turtles. This one was, I think, $4 or $5, so not too bad, but just run filler. I'm like just casually looking for Ninja Turtle comics from IDW. If they're at okay price, would have liked to pay a little bit less for this, but it is like number 7, so not too bad. And that's pretty much all I got from Duncanville bookstore. Like I said, they have a huge store, a lot of stuff. Things weren't priced as good as I would like them to be, but just glad to be able to have popped in and checked them out. It's been, I've seen them at conventions multiple times, and finally able to go in and support them and see all the stuff that they have. And I'm sure there's good deals there in the store. I just maybe didn't see anything that I really was pining for, except for what I picked up there yesterday. Alright, next little pile here I have is from Half Price Books. This is the main one in Dallas. They started kind of shuffling stuff around in the stores. I'm not sure if you guys have been there recently, but comic sections completely moved around, and a bunch of other stuff in the store. But yeah, just got like about 9 or 10 comics here. Couple issues that I actually already have, but I figured might as well grab it. First one is Superman 1. This is volume 6, Dawn of DC. And I just reread this because I've already like read 6 or so issues of this, but I wanted to continue reading it, but I wanted to go back and catch up a little bit. So I read this issue recently, and one of my copies is kind of messed up, but I think I have like another cover and another main cover, so I just wanted to get a decent cover A that didn't really have any problems. So just picked that up. I think it was $2. I think all these actually were $2 at Half Price Books. You guys know their comic prices are basically $2 unless priced otherwise, and I had a 10% off coupon as well. So that's Superman number 1. And also one more that I actually already had. This one is Superman 123. This is obviously volume 2, back when he had the Superman Red and Superman Blue. And I have this issue already with this kind of, it's kind of, what's the word? Embossed, or, yeah, I have this cover already, but I think mine has like some spine issues. And I had this issue from like basically back in the day when, around the time it first came out is when I actually got it. And it's just a little bit damaged on the spine or somewhere else in the comic. So I just wanted a clean copy. This is one of those that I want to display on my wall. I think it looks super good. Just a real classic cover. And I think they also like paid homage to this cover, I think in 149 as well. And I have that issue also. So I might put that one up along with it. Next up, I got Batgirl. This is number 4. I have like 1 through 5 except for 4, so I decided to just get this to fill in that. I enjoy Batgirl. It's one of those that I might actually read sometime soon because just something to catch up on the character, you know, caught up on a lot of stuff since Rebirth, and I think Batgirl is just one of those I probably do want to just catch up on, see what's happened with the character since Rebirth. Also, Batman Beyond number 5. Really like that cover. Also one where I had like pretty much most of the surrounding issues and just wanted to get this one. This is, I forget which number volume it is, but it's from the 2011 time frame. So that was cool. It's in pretty good condition. Really nice bag and board as well. And a couple Superman issues here. This one, I didn't realize that it was actually folded in the middle. I'm sure you guys can see that. Yeah, it's like right there. I don't know why, I just did not notice that at all. I knew it was a little crinkly, but I didn't notice the big fold right down the middle. And it's one I didn't have already, but you know, it's not a big deal. $4.50. I know one thing that people do in the comic book I guess enthusiast community is press comics. I've never done that. I'm not sure if that would help this book at all, but you know, I'm not gonna get it graded or anything. It's more just like filling in the run, but I don't know. Now that I look at it, it's folded all the way down the backside as well. So like the whole comic was folded, probably sitting in some person's back pocket at some point. Also got Superman Man of Steel number 10. So I grabbed these because I saw a whole bunch of comics from the Panic in the Sky storyline. So this is the 5th one. I also have Superman Man of Steel number 9, which is the first one. Adventures of Superman 488. That's the 3rd issue. And then Adventures of Superman 489. So that's the epilogue, it looks like. So several issues I didn't already have, and again, I'm trying to be a little bit more patient with some of these and try to find them for a little bit better than $2. Even though I had like 10% off. Still $2, a little bit higher than I would have liked, but it was really cool just to find all these from the same storyline, and I figured it's not that big of a deal. So those are all the Superman issues there, and then I also got Supergirl number 18. So this is from 2007. Got the current Supergirl at the time versus what looks like a more classic Supergirl. I think that was really cool. One of those where I wouldn't mind putting this on my display as well. So this is from the countdown. So I think, is that the countdown to Final Crisis? Yeah, so I think that's a really cool cover. Just a lot of classic colors and just, you know, not a whole lot going on there, but I think it's just really cool. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video. Just thought I'd just share this small little haul that I picked up yesterday. I don't know, will you guys tell me, are there any comics that you guys are just kind of like slowing down on picking up, like back issues that you were previously like kind of just going hard and trying to find anytime you're in the store, but kind of slow down and, you know, maybe waiting for better deals? It's one thing that I've been thinking about lately is just kind of being a little bit more selective in the comics I get. Not necessarily that, you know, I am hurting or having issues. It's just I can kind of just feel like, why am I getting this for this much when I could be a little bit more patient? It's Superman issues aren't really going anywhere, especially 80s and 90s and 2000s issues. But I just picked up a whole handful of them. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are interested in more comic book content, like these types of hauls, conventions, new comic book days, all sorts of comic book content, go and subscribe to this channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.